Hey everyone, I got some feedback that just seeing the white background of my house with the candles is kind of boring. So anyways, here we are in front of my refrigerator and the rest of the kitchen. So this week in therapies, one of the things that we talk about are ways to force people into treatment. This is something that we hear a lot in the mental health field, that we see someone decompensating or a homeless person talking to themselves as they walk down the street, or someone who has a family member they're worried about and they want to force them to get treatment. How do we make that happen? So we've talked a little bit about people's right to self-determinism. They get to decide when to do treatment, but when is someone required to do treatment? And so the answer is that when due to a mental illness, they're a danger to themselves or other people, or that they're unable to care for themselves. Now this really varies depending on the state. These are state criteria as far as having someone civilly committed. That's what that term is. So the first step is, how do we get someone in the community to a setting, a psychiatric unit, where they could begin getting that treatment? So in Oregon, in Jackson County, there's two people who can do this. One are the mental health designees by the County Mental Health Authority, so that's Jackson County Mental Health. And the other are psychiatrists that are at a hospital that has a psychiatric unit. So that's Rogue Regional Medical Center is the only one there. And in even psychiatrists or doctors on their own or psychologists in the community cannot have someone held against their will. So in California, for example, any mental health provider, master's level, or physician can have someone brought to the hospital to be evaluated. So Oregon already has more conservative commitment laws. So once someone gets to the hospital, then a hold is placed on them saying that they can't leave the hospital. A person employed by the county called a pre-commitment investigator begins doing an investigation, contacting friends or family or witnesses to say, yes, this person is indeed danger to themselves and is due to their mental illness. The allegedly mentally ill person, has 5 days to basically comply or go along with treatment, to be voluntary, or to clear and then no longer be a danger to themselves or no longer have a clear mental illness. So if they don't and they refuse to go to treatment, then they end up getting taken to a hearing where there's a judge who ultimately makes the determination, is this person mentally ill and a danger to themselves? So they have the pre-commitment investigator, an attorney on behalf of the prosecutor, essentially, and then a defense attorney appointed by the state for the person. Then they also have an impartial examiner, and that person, they're not employed by the county or by the defense counsel, and their job is to interview both the person, read the reports, and then make an independent decision on whether that person does have a mental illness. And so that's a role that I play. And so I come in and testify saying, yes, this person is mentally ill, but they're not a danger to themselves. Or occasionally, this person's a danger to themselves, but it's not due to mental illness. And then if they do get committed, if the judge signs off on that, then they have up to 180 days that they're required to be in treatment. That doesn't mean that they could be pinned down and forced to take medication, but if they decompensate, that they can be sent to the state hospital or put directly in a psychiatric unit, and they're not allowed to say no because they've lost their civil liberties because they're committed. A small portion of this will be on the test, not specific details, so let me know if you have any questions.